Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today's topic is some important points of huruf. Some important points of huruf. Here we are going to study some important points. So the first point is that some ulama says that Arabic's alphabets are not 29, it is 28. So they argue that this alif and this hamza are equal. They are one letter. They are not different. So that's why they say alif and hamza. They are same, they believe. So when this hamza and alif become one letter, so it will become 28 letters. So the second point, hurufi illat. So alif, waw, ya. These three are called hurufi illat. Hurufi illat means due to some reason, illat means reason. So due to some reason we may add them to a word, or due to some reason we may delete or omit them from a word. So this I cannot explain it further because you will not understand. So this huruf illat will be explained in advanced classes very well. So just wait and inshallah you will understand it. So in the third point, so that's why we write these three alphabets at the end. Like we can say hamza, waw, ya. Like if we consider it as a alif, so these three will be considered as a huruf illat. If hamza is considered as a alif. So the third point, so we have some harakat.
Harakat means movement.
So we have some famous harakat. Harakat gives a sound to alphabets. So for example, we call it fatha, kasra, dhamma. Fatha, kasra, and dhamma. So for example, if I write this ba with fatha, it will be ba. It got a sound from this haraka. Be, bu. Due to this harakat, the sound of these huruf will be changed. So there are some other harakat as well. To fatha, to kasra, and to dhamma. So we call it tanween. Tanween. Please remember this point. And like I would say, like ban, ben, bun. The sound changes due to this tanween. Ban, ben, bun. So, and there are some other. We have shad. We call it shad. So if we want to write shad with fatha, like this. Shad with kasra, like this. And shad with dhamma, like this. Shad will be on the top always, but these harakat will be changed. So shad means that if shad is written on a letter, so it means that there will be two letters. For example, if it is written on ba, like this, so it means that there are two ba. One is sakin and the second one has a harakat. So I hope you have understood. And there is another harakat. We call it sukun or sakin. The letter will be considered as a sakin. This is called sukun. So it means this sound, that letter will not have any sound like this. So I hope you have understood. And the fourth point is alif and hamza. Okay, this alif, we write alif with harakat like this. Alif with fatha, alif with kasra, alif with dhamma. So this alif, so it is called hamza. Please, any alif, if it has any haraka of these harakat, it will not be considered as a alif. It will be called hamza. Please, it is not alif, it is hamza. It is not alif, it is hamza, and it is not alif, it is hamza. Why? Because they have harakat, fatha, kasra, or dhamma. So then what is alif? So alif, it is alif. Why? Because it doesn't have any harakat. So let me give you some examples. For example, insan. So this is hamza, noon, sin, alif. It is alif because it doesn't have any harakat, and it is hamza because it has a harakat. Insan. Another example, iqra. This is hamza, qaf, ra, alif, hamza. So I hope you have understood. So let us come to the fifth point. Huruf qamari and huruf shamsi, or qamari, moon's letter, or sun's letter. We can translate it into English like this. So there is a sentence. First, let us come qamari huruf first. So there is it is a sentence in Arabic. Ibgha hajjaka وخف أقيمه. So forget about the meaning or the structure of the sentence. Just these alphabets like alif, ba, ghain, ha, jim, kaf, blah blah blah. These are qamari huruf. So let me write it here. Let me like this alif, ba, it is qamari huruf, qamari, and qamari letters, we can say, and qamari, fa, qaf, kaf, all of them are qamari, and waw, and ha, and ya. These letters are qamari huruf. So what is qamari huruf? For example, if I write a word, if its first letter is from qamari huruf. So these qamari huruf are like collected in a sentence like this. That's it. For example, if I write a sentence and if its first letter is from qamari huruf, for example, ha. Sorry, it is ha, and it is himar. The first letter is from qamari huruf. Right now, if I add the lam to it, this lam will be always silent, sakin. So this lam, we call it lame ta'rif. In English, we can say introductory lam. So in Arabic, there is a structure whenever there is if the first letter is sakin, so that word cannot be pronounced. Like right now, we cannot pronounce this. So that's why we should add, for pronunciation purpose, hamza. So this is called hamzatul wasl. Hamzatul wasl. It means not original hamza. So we can say a hamza of connection. Wasl means connection. Al-himar. So right now, al-himar. So in qamari huruf, we pronounce this lam ta'rif. It is the difference between qamari letters and shamsi letters. So like I say, Allah. I pronounced this lam. Al-himar means the donkey. So let me give you another example. For example, khamar. If I write khamar, kha is from qamari huruf. Okay. Khamar means wine. So if I add lam ta'rif to it, I cannot pronounce it. So for pronunciation purpose, I have to add hamzatul wasl. Al-khamar. I have pronounced this lam. Al-khamar. For example, al-qahar. Qaf is from qamari huruf. So I would write qahar. So lam, I cannot pronounce it lam ta'rif. So for pronunciation purpose, I will add hamzatul wasl. Al-qahar. I pronounce this lam al-qahar. So let us come to shamsi huruf. To shamsi huruf. Other than these alphabets, there are shamsi huruf like this dal, zal, ra, za, sin, shin. All of them are shamsi huruf, which are not circled. So let me write an example. Sabir. Swat is from shamsi huruf. Sabir. So if I add lam ta'rif to it, it cannot be pronounced. So hamzatul wasl for pronunciation purpose. As-sabir. So in shamsi huruf, I don't pronounce this lam ta'rif, but I write it, but I don't pronounce it. As-sabir. For example, shin. Shin is also from shamsi huruf. So I would write shams. It means sun. So if I add lam ta'rif to it, I cannot pronounce it. So I will add hamzatul wasl. Ash-shams. But still I should not pronounce this lam ta'rif. Ash-shams. It is the difference between huruf shamsi and qamari. For example, another an-nur. An-nur. So I don't pronounce this lam ta'rif. So I hope you have understood. So in the sixth point, please. The sixth point in our lecture is harakat. These harakat plus this alphabet's huruf, if we mix them or if we write them together, so what will happen? So from this, the output will be lafz. So what is lafz? Lafz are words or sentences which come out from our mouth. And inshallah, for further explanation, we will focus on it. We will study it in coming lecture. So our lecture is completed here.